Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. So here we go. Today is May 20th. It is an absolutely gorgeous day. It's only in the 60s, but the sun is out. It's really nice. And we're cranking on power today for the solar, so I'll talk about that in a minute too. But so first of all, let me say this right off the bat. I am an idiot. With a disclaimer for yesterday's video, when priming the filter for the my Berkey, I was doing it from the wrong end, so that was why it wasn't working. Imagine that. I don't even know. It's just a brain fart, guys. I apologize, but you prime it from the other end, so I apologize. So that was my mistake. So what I did was all the dirt that I had under the tarps, I had moved all that dirt into here, and I was dissatisfied with how much dirt I ended up having in here. So I called Bill, my bulldozer guy, and I said, "You get any compost or anything like that?" And he says, "Well, what I have," he said, a guy had this has got a farm, dairy farm, and this here, which has absolutely no smell on it at all, and it looks like beautiful dirt, is a combination of straw and cow manure. And as you can see, it's black and it's rich, really good looking dirt. So I asked him how much a truckload of that was, and he told me. And he said to me, he goes, "There's no smell to it. It's been sitting there." And he goes, he goes and he turns it all the time. And so he has, he said he's got like another 25, 30 truckloads of this. So I'm like, I want some. So I got a truckload of dirt here. I'm going to spread this out over the top of this garden area here, obviously. I'm going to add some in through here as well. So I'm actually going to start doing that today. It's about 3 in the afternoon right now, I think. Let me take a look and see. I'm not even sure what time it is. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock on the nose. So anyway, that's a lot of it's going to go back behind here. What I'm going to do, and let me explain this too, and somebody had made the comment, I had a garden one year that we had fencing all the way around the garden, and I had put in cantaloupes. And the cantaloupes grew up the fencing, and the cantaloupes were literally hanging off of the fencing, okay? They were the biggest, sweetest, most awesome cantaloupes I've ever had, ever. And there's Buddy. Yeah. And, but so that's why I'll put the cantaloupes back on the backside here, so they can grow on either side of this and use that fencing. And believe me, it'll work out. It'll be actually cool, and I'll show you guys that as we do that. But so that's hey Buddy, what are you doing? And there's Buddy coming over to say hello. Got to be on video. So anyway, so that is what I'm going to do with this. So all this dirt is going to get into this area. So that's a lot of dirt. I'm hoping to get another 4 inches or so across everything. It probably is even going to be more than that. So I'm actually very excited to get this dirt in here, and we're going to get that rocking, and we're going to be good to go. So that is what is going on with that, and I'll show you where I had this dirt. I had it over here, and now I've actually freed up 2 tarps because I had a couple of tarps over it. So this was the area where we had all that dirt sitting for the last 2 years, and some of it was still really good and black and rich, but some of it, other things had got in with the root systems, and it wasn't as good anymore. So that's all out of there now, so that can go right back to nature. And you can see some of that's going to still be black dirt, but that's just a thin layer now. But I got a new tarp there to use, because that was over there, and then this tarp over here. So I got 2 more tarps to utilize now for other things. And as I add more wood, it might be going into that. So that is going to be my project today. The garden will be getting done this week. I don't know if it's going to take me a while to get all this dirt moved, so I'm going to work on that today. And but I'll take in here real quick. So 2 rolls of wire there. I got 120 feet of each, black and white. That's going to be for our run for the new panels once we get those up. Now right now I got 930 watts coming in. The batteries are at 27.8, and we're bringing in, let's see, volts coming in is 87.3, 33 amps, and so far on the day we've pulled in 3.6 kilowatt hours. So it's doing very, very well today. When I say clear blue sky, it is absolutely awesome. Yesterday I think we pulled in 4 kilowatt hours over the course of the day. So I'm looking forward. Like I said, the most that I've pulled off of this system that I have right now is 5.5 kilowatt hours in a day. So once we get the other 1,000 watts up, I think it's going to make a huge, huge difference in what our production is going to be as far as what we're bringing in. And I'm kind of looking forward to see what we're going to be bringing in on a cloudy day with that as well. So I do have to get out here and get this all cut down too. But I've been, like I said, yesterday I moved all that other dirt, and that was a pain in the behind, to be honest with you. So today is going to be, like I said, now I obviously don't have very far to go, so that'll be good. So I'm going to start banging this out today. I'm not getting this all done today, I'll tell you that right now, guys. But I'll do a good part of it and get it going. So we'll see how that pans out. But yeah, so things are, you know, they're moving along. And the key to having a good garden, in my opinion, if you're going to go with a traditional garden, is the soil. Soil is always going to be your key to how things go. So with all this dirt that I have in here now, it's probably 3, maybe 4 inches of dirt in there, of that dirt that I had brought up. Now with this on top, if I can end up getting, now this is a huge pile, so I'm thinking I can get another 4 inches at least on top of everything else, probably even more. We'll see. I mean, I don't know what it's going to end up being, but it's a lot of freaking dirt. So we'll get it moved in, and then we're going to get everything planted, and we're going to go from there. But I'm excited, and I'm looking forward to seeing how things are going to pan out with this. But this dirt looks awesome, and like I said, if you see it, let me get a handful here. It's just really nice and dark, and it's a combination of straw and cow crap, basically. No smell at all to it. It's been sitting, and he's been working it. So he said it's a couple years that's been sitting, so it's had time to process itself and turn itself into dirt, which is absolutely perfect. So I am looking forward to that. Things, like I say, things are progressing along. We'll keep freaking banging stuff out here, and that's what we're going to continue to do. I'm excited for the future. I really, truly am. I feel really stupid again about yesterday, showing you guys how to prime that the wrong way, but that happens. I don't know what I was thinking. But it's obviously the other way, and when you do it the other way, it works actually pretty good. So the Berkey is completely cleaned out. I know I say a lot because I'm trying to process what I'm going to say next, and I apologize for that. But you know, it is what it is. But so Berkey's all cleaned out. That's running freaking absolutely awesome. And it's amazing how well it runs when it's clean. But we're getting there. It's all coming together. Got somebody coming down with a tractor. Oh, he's raking the road. The other part of the road. Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. So, live on a dirt road. We all service the road ourselves, anybody that lives here. So obviously where I care about is from that point to the main road. So a lot of people have asked me, and I wanted to address this real quick. They said, you know, in an SHTF situation, aren't I concerned with having my panels out front and my wood and everything out front? Wouldn't it be better if I had it out behind? Well, we live on a dirt road, and there's nobody that comes down here unless they live here. Now, granted, if it's an SHTF situation, it may be different, who knows. But we're not going to be the first choice area that people are going to be looking, okay? You know, so hopefully we would be okay. We'll see what happens. I mean, I don't know. But, you know, we're just doing what we can do right now, and we're just going to keep focus on that, and we're going to go from there. But other than that, things are going okay. The solar's going to get done soon as well, and I'll show you guys all that once we do that. But I'm just trying to work on getting this garden squared away now. I mean, we're bringing enough power. We got enough power all day, and you know, into the night. So I'm not concerned about that at the moment. If it was later in the year and we weren't pulling as much, I would be more concerned with being in a rush to get that done. But like I said, I'm not really worried about that right now. It's going to get done. We're going to have plenty of power, and once we get that next 1,000 watts up, it's going to really make a big difference. So I got to tell you, you're going to love the story. So I was out at this bike night, and I was talking to a buddy of mine. Says, hey, and I go, yeah. He goes, talk to this lady right here. They're on solar, okay? And I said, oh, okay. So I was talking to her, and they live in suburbia, I think Webster, she told me. And she goes, yeah, we went with solar. And I said, oh, okay, cool. She goes, yeah, but what sucks is, it's like when the power went out, we were without power for 4 days, and we had one plug in the garage that worked, but only during the daytime when the sun was out. I said, oh, you should have never gone grid tied. And she said, well, nobody told us, we had no idea. And see, that's the whole thing. A lot of these companies are working with the power companies, the utility companies, and they're wanting people to be tied to the grid because now you're still hooked into the system. So when the grid goes down, they're without power too. She said they had like 33 panels. So she goes, well, we don't get a bill. I said, no, of course not, because you're making so much power. They're selling it back, and you know, and it's just the whole system is so skewed in favor of the utility companies. And I said, oh, you should, you know. And she goes, well, we wanted to get batteries, but they said we couldn't. I said, well, you could still get batteries, you just don't have to do it through them. She goes, well, how did you do your system? Did you have somebody come in and do it? And I said, no, we did it ourselves. And then she said, are you an electrician? I'm like, no. So, but you know, like I said, it's not, once you get it down and you have people explain to you, and you talk to the right people that have been doing it, that know what they're doing, that's a big part of it, you know, getting that knowledge. And I got a lot of knowledge, and I'll keep saying it over and over again. Bill and Rosa, from Bill and Rosa Off Grid, he was a tremendous help. I talked to him several times, and you know, he explained to me what I should be doing and how I should be doing it, because he's been off grid for 4 or 5 years now. So, you know, I'm going to take that knowledge to somebody that knows what they're talking about first. So, always, absolutely, always going to do that. So that's what we did, and so, you know, like I said, it's you live and you learn. But I love talking all that stuff. I'll talk about it with anybody, obviously. So anyway, guys, listen, let me jump off here so I can actually get to work. But it's a good sized pile of dirt, and we're going to get working on that today and get that going. And I will talk to you guys later, okay? Prepping this one out for now. Oh, and remember, guys, and I don't know why I hate when it does this, but I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Prepping this one out for now. Oh, come on.